The show's name is called ESPN Cricinfo Matchday UK 2019 as we're building up to match number 23. Bangladesh taking on West Indies at Taunton, two sides who would be itching to get back to winning ways. And to talk about that game, we're joined by Shahryar Nafees and Darren Ganga. Gentlemen, as always, a pleasure to have you with us on the show. We'll talk all things the Windies first with Darren Ganga. And Darren, you're playing 11, keeping in mind post the last game, you weren't too happy with the all-rounder situation and how they were being used in the side.
Yes, I think it's important for the West Indies to think about 2 points because those 2 points will be crucial for them if they have a chance of qualifying into the semi-final round. I opted for 2 changes because they've tried the option of 2 all-rounders. They've tried the option of 3 all-rounders. I just think that they need more specialist players in this West Indian side. Hence the reason Darren Bravo comes in as a specialist batsman, because we've seen the challenges for batsmen in this World Cup. And in terms of bowling, I think Sharan Gabriel, his first match wasn't that bad against Bangladesh. Pace and bounce might prove to be crucial. But Ashley Nurse, that second option with the ball in terms of a slow bowler option, I think that might be crucial. Playing at Taunton and playing against Bangladesh with their top 3 left-handers. You think of Taman Iqbal, Shumar Shaka, Saqib Al Hasan, who's been amongst the runs in this World Cup. It might just prove to be crucial that the off-spinner will play a part.
Darren, I saw that you dropped Andre Russell because, and I would say a half-fit Andre Russell who only bowled 2 overs in their last game. Jason Holder in his press conference said that irrespective of how fit Andre Russell is, we should try and play him and get the most out of him. However, you think differently, right?
Well, I'm saying that Andre Russell is not being considered for this match purely based on what we've seen from him in the last encounter that the West Indies had against England. When you have an all-rounder and a guy who is so crucial to a team, who can only bowl 2 overs out of his full complement of 10, and then if he bats at number 7, you're really hoping that he will get a chance to bat one, and secondly, you're hoping that he will have an impact so late in the inning. So I think at this stage of the tournament, West Indies can't afford to take that risk, and I'd rather see a specialist batsman make an impact in the game very early. Hence, Darren Bravo inclusion into this side. But unfit Andre Russell will be a part of any West Indian starting 11, and more so this World Cup.
A word now on West Indies batting, especially their opening stand, Darren. I'll just throw a few numbers at you. An average opening stands in the Cricket World Cup. West Indies in 3 innings is averaging a very poor 15.66. While Chris Gayle, of course, we know how Chris Gayle plays. How much of the the responsibility lies on someone like a Shai Hope that he anchors the innings and let Gayle do what Gayle does?
I think that's exactly it. You hit the nail on the head. It's about Chris Gayle being himself and expressing himself. If he can give the innings a jump start in terms of the manner in which he plays, everyone expects that if he gets a start, given his track record, that he can go on to get a big century, because when you've looked at previous matches, getting 100 in a batting lineup has proven to be very, very useful and significant in terms of teams going on to win matches. So you want Gayle to be himself, to express himself. But at the same time, if you look at what they've done, they've used Shai Hope on occasions, they've used Evan Lewis on occasions. And I just think that unsettled sort of partner with Chris Gayle is not helping this West Indian side. This technical team for the West Indies must possibly make a decision to invest in an opener, which I think is Evan Lewis. Give him a run because it's still fairly early in this competition. And maybe just have Shai Hope bat at number 3 because he's been very productive there. But it's about everyone contributing towards getting a total in excess of 300. And if the chase is on, contributing towards that as well.
Finally, Darren, when you see the matchup, Bangladesh taking on West Indies, it seems like a very interesting encounter. Could go either way. How do you see this one swaying?
I think it's as even as you can get. I mean, I've seen the West Indies play against Bangladesh in 2018, the latter part of it, and more recently in Ireland. And this Bangladesh team is no walkover team. We've seen the form. They're no longer minnows. So this is a huge contest for the West Indies, and I think it will challenge them psychologically as well, because in the recent past, they've struggled to beat this Bangladesh side in ODI cricket. So it will take a good game for the West Indies to win this encounter. That squad that I'm proposing is a very clean squad with one all-rounder, good batting, good bowling options. They've got to play a good game of cricket and be very disciplined in all departments.
Right now, to talk all things Bangladesh, we're joined by Shahryar Nafees. Shahryar, great to have you with us on the show. First and foremost, a look at your playing 11. It hasn't been the best of weeks, if I may say, for Bangladesh. Strong start to the tournament, beating South Africa, then 2 losses, and then, of course, that unfortunate washed-out game versus Sri Lanka. I hear you're making 2 changes to your playing 11.
Yes, when you are going to a tournament like World Cup, you are playing 9 matches. You have 15 members in the squad. So definitely, according to the team, according to the ground or the situation, you must make changes. At this moment, Bangladesh are a bit in a back foot because losing a couple of matches and then a game washed out. Against West Indies, I would like to make a couple of changes. Taunton, a very small ground, the ball doesn't turn that much, and a very quick outfield in the square. I would like to play Rubel Hossain because he has been a prolific performer for Bangladesh in World Cups. And I would like to give a chance to Liton Das because he's been in good form. At this moment, couple of batsmen are not doing as well as they should have done. So leaving out Mohammad Mithun, I would like to try out Liton Das.
And also, Shahryar, a word on Bangladesh's batting, because that for one has been a bit of a positive for Bangladesh in this campaign, and you'd want that they continue that versus a side that will probably exploit the short ball against them.
Yes, one of the positives for Bangladesh in this World Cup has been the batting. Yes, few of the guys who are not scored, but still Bangladesh are making good progress and then they are making good scores. We'd like to see Tamim Iqbal scoring a big score. Somo Sagar has been in good touch, so would like him to score a big inning. Against West Indies, in this World Cup, we have seen West Indies has used the short ball very well. They remind us the short bowling era or the bodyline era, whatever you say. They have been very good. They have been very precise. Their plan is very clear. They are bowling fast, quick and short. Bangladesh's batsmen are expecting the short balls, but I believe Bangladeshi batsmen are well prepared on that. The pace, the bounce is not a problem anymore. At this moment, the challenge is to put all the plans together, put the puzzle in and make a beautiful picture.
Shahryar, a word on Bangladesh's captain Mashraf-e Mortaza, who's also your strike bowler. Now, he hasn't had the best of forms in the World Cup so far, but he would take heart from the fact that he's got a pretty good record versus the West Indies. Now, you look at Mashraf's numbers in the World Cup, 3 matches, just the 1 innings. Economy also, he's been pretty expensive. How do you suppose he can go about changing this with the added responsibility of captaincy now?
Look, last 10-15 days, these 2 players, Tamim Iqbal and Mashraf-e Mortaza, has been in the point that everyone is like trying to they're under criticism. You know, the big tournament, big responsibility. When you play well and play according to the expectations, you'll get a lot of applaud. When you're not performing well, you'll be under scrutiny. Mashraf-e Mortaza not only against the West Indies, but has been the best fast bowler for Bangladesh for the last few years. So yes, he didn't have a good start of the World Cup, but I know he's a capable bowler. He's a thinking guy. He is a performer and he's a tough guy. So I know he will back himself and he'll come back very strong, because when Mashraf-e performs, Bangladesh generally performs. So I know he's been in not a good shape or hasn't performed well, but he will come back, I believe.
Shahryar, it's pretty much a must-win if Bangladesh are to have any hopes of qualifying for the semi-finals. That juggernaut needs to start now. What's your prediction for this one?
I will keep Bangladesh slightly ahead of Windies at this moment because of the past record. Bangladesh has been performing well against West Indies for last few years. So yes, Bangladesh is experienced side at this moment. West Indies or Windies, whatever you call them, their performance hasn't been consistent. Some matches they have been terrific. Some matches they are not up to the mark. So I would like to back Bangladesh because I know Bangladesh is bit behind in couple of matches, but when Bangladesh are behind, they jump straight into the action and they bounce back very strongly. So 55-45 Bangladesh.
Shahryar Nafees, Darren Ganga, thank you so much for joining us on ESPN Cricinfo Match Day as we were building up to the only game in the Cricket World Cup, Bangladesh taking on West Indies in Taunton.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.